Look into this image entitled The Holographic Cosmogram. Then use your comprehension to evaluate the resonance of the triad, I am not. The Holographic Cosmogram, exploring the triad of I am not. The image titled The Holographic Cosmogram represents an intricate philosophical mapping of existence, consciousness, and reality through geometric symbolism and conceptual categorization. At its core, it provides a framework for understanding the interrelationships between self, universe, and the dialectical tension between being and non-being. The triad I am not resonates profoundly within this cosmological framework, revealing layers of meaning about identity, existence, and negation. Ubuntu, the foundation of I. The cosmogram begins with Ubuntu at its apex, an African philosophical concept meaning I am because we are. This placement is significant as it immediately establishes that the I of identity exists not in isolation, but in relation to others. Beneath Ubuntu, we find pronouns I, we, you, me, us, them, mine, ours, yours, showing that individual identity, I, is inherently connected to collective consciousness. The I in this triad represents the starting point of consciousness, self-awareness, and individual perspective. Yet the cosmogram deliberately positions this I within a network of relationships, suggesting that identity is not singular but holographic, reflected in and constructed by others. The AM of being and presence. While AM does not explicitly appear in the diagram, its conceptual essence permeates the where section that includes presence, process, eternity, moment, instance. This speaks to the nature of existence and being, the AM as a state of presence in time and space. The AM represents affirmation and existence, the positive assertion that connects I with reality. In the center of the cosmogram lies geometric patterns with numerical sequences 1, 2, 1, and 2, 4, 2, potentially representing the mathematical structure of being itself, the encoding of existence into patterns and relationships. The dialectical knot. The knot aspect introduces the powerful concept of negation, which finds reflection in several dimensions of the cosmogram. The Y section includes concepts like denial alongside acceptance, illustrating the dialectical nature of reality. This negation principle resonates with the ancient Sanskrit concept of neti, not this, not that, a method of approaching ultimate reality through negation. This aspect of the triad brings to mind the Hegelian dialectic, where truth emerges through the tension between thesis and antithesis. In the cosmogram, opposing concepts appear throughout: presence, absence, freedom, restriction, acceptance, denial, suggesting that understanding comes through recognizing what something is not. Holographic integration of the triad. The term holographic and holographic cosmogram is particularly significant when evaluating this triad. In holographic theory, information about the whole is contained within each part. Similarly, the triad suggests that within each I exists both affirmation am and negation not. The cosmogram's geometric center features interconnected lines forming a star-like pattern, reminiscent of how holographic principles suggest reality is interconnected across dimensions. Just as holography proposes that three-dimensional information can be encoded on a two-dimensional surface, the cosmogram suggests that identity, I, exists across multiple dimensions simultaneously. Philosophical resonance. The spiral pattern at the bottom of the cosmogram suggests evolution and movement between states, perhaps the dance between being and non-being. This resonates with the Congo cosmogram tradition, which depicts the journey between worlds and states of existence. The triad I am not ultimately points to a profound philosophical truth embedded in the cosmogram. Identity is not fixed but fluid, existence contains its own negation, and reality emerges from the creative tension between assertion and denial. This perspective aligns with the Ubuntu philosophy's recognition that I am because we are, the self exists in relationship, defined both by what it is and what it is not. Conclusion. The triad I am, not within the context of the holographic cosmogram, reveals a multi-dimensional understanding of identity and existence. It suggests that consciousness operates holographically, each point containing information about the whole. The resonance of this triad lies in its recognition of the dialectical nature of reality, where identity emerges through both affirmation and negation, presence and absence. The cosmogram presents a framework where meaning arises not just from what something is, but from its relationship to what it is not, a holographic interplay of existence and non-existence that defines the very fabric of consciousness and reality. Through this lens, the seemingly paradoxical triad am, not becomes not a contradiction, but a complete expression of the holographic nature of being itself.